Hi guys, hi everybody. Now this looks really grey at the moment, and that's because outside there's a big bundle of hail, and it's not really a hailstorm. Now at this moment it's raining quite heavily. It's that type of weather, with big clouds and downpours, and then suddenly it's all gone again, sky's blue, and you're blinded by the light, as usual. So, that's just a little completely irrelevant introduction right there. I have still to do my 7th day of the Kwanzaa. I have the cards right here because I was going to do this Saturday last on the road, and all I managed to do was select cards, or draw cards, I should say. And I was actually very surprised at how well that worked, because I was at a a cafeteria type French fried type place, which my husband visits for to do their books and their administration stuff. And I was wondering whether I'd be able to draw cards in that setting, because it wasn't really crowded or anything, but still, it's not my type of setting normally. I tend to do this type of stuff at home or with friends or somewhere, a bit more safe and secluded and all that. But maybe it is also an advantage that I really know this deck so well that I simply could just, feel my way into the cards as easy as that. And the spread that has come out is once again quite beautiful in itself, and I am so surprised at how deep it goes, how much it tells me. And so one other thing that I want to possibly do, it may take me a couple of days because there's a couple of other things going on as well, which I will in due course also report back to you about. But I want to do like a wrap up of the spreads that I have been given so far, because there's quite a number of patterns that keep returning, like I've said, or cards that keep returning, and I want to look at the cases in the different spreads where that happens. Say the Moon card or the Knight of Wands card, which keeps answering a certain part of that of the whole story. So a part of the story, and I think that's it's just too good to not it's too good to miss up. I may sound also still slightly, I feel like I'm not completely on track with myself yet, and it's a different story. I will get back to that quite soon also. So I will just quickly show my cards for the spread. The day 7 Imani faith spread. How strong is my faith in myself? I get the 8 of discs. I hope you can see that. How strong is my faith in my family? Emperor. Not bad. How strong is my faith in my community? King of Cups. Not bad either. We've seen this guy before, haven't we? These three together really show me that the 8 of Discs card shows me, or stresses for me, the fact that I tend to have faith in myself when I can see results actually from work. It's like this guy with these 8 pentacles. He's hammering away, chiseling away at his number 8 pentacle thing, object, disc, whatever it is. And I'm just like that. I have to see the result in myself before I actually believe in anything. So that makes a ton of sense. However, the Emperor and the King of Cups, I tend to feel at this moment, are really great cards to have. It's like my home is my castle, my family, my the people I'm closely connected to, I should say. It's not even so much that I trust each and every one of them individually that much. It's I have faith in the whole of the family, the whole of the network that I am a part of. And whether that be close by or slightly less close by, in the case of community, I think both is absolutely wonderful to see those cards come up. And I actually do have a lot more faith in people than I thought I did, than I would have assumed, based on past results or any of it. So apparently, I have more faith or more natural, automatic faith in the network that I am a part of, whether it be on this level or on that level, than I do in the workings in here. Which makes, I think that makes sense. And it makes me feel like I am actually more hopeful and more positive towards other people than I thought I was, which is completely excellent. So the King of Cups there would have to do everything with, with emotions and with being, having a really deep faith in humanity also. So, yeah, not bad. Sorry, I have to have a gloop here. Because I just had my lunch and it's still halfway down. So, I've got so much stuff to tell you. So, part 2 of this spread is like the 7-card. It's still 7-card spread, but it kind of falls open into these 2 halves. The one with the 3 cards that I've just shown you. And the next bit, which is 4 cards. How do I encourage my family and my community to 4 things? To grow. And here's the Knight of Wands again. By encouraging them to be a sovereign human being about everything as much as possible. Yes? How do I encourage people to value accomplishment and success? I should have looked this up. But there's the 7 of Wands. It's Wands, so it's got to be okay. They're always okay. I still have to tell myself the cards are okay. Trust the cards. If I were to pull a card, how much trust do I have in the cards? It will show up the devil or something like that. Because it's that type of sense of humor. Okay. Valuing accomplishment and success. I am going to, at this moment, bear with me, look up what is the easiest and or the quickest way. This one. This is the Halloween Tarot, and I have to find the 7 of Wands in here quickly, preferably. I can also sort of figure out how this goes. Knight of Imps, Nine of whatever, Ace of Butts, 3, 4, 8, 9. Page Hermit, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is my year card for 2019. 7 of Imps. That's it. 7 of Wands. So we're all on the road. And so valuing accomplishments and success is like we're still work in progress. That's how I tend to look at things. I have no real doubt as to the value of accomplishments and success for everybody, but it's all part of a larger frame, always. I think that's quite accurate, what I tend to do. There's always, I'm never really going to say, this is just so fabulous and you have reached this pinnacle of achievement and there's nothing else to do now. There's always something else to do. There's always more. So, the next card is how do I encourage my family and community to keep commitments? This is slightly more tricky because it's the 7 of Cups. The Dreamer card, the card where you always have these 7 balls of different drooly, interesting, completely imagined and rather out of reach, maybe, objects. But maybe it is about the dream. Maybe you need the dream quite. We're always about, the money, the house, the floor I have to walk on, the clothes on my back, and I have to, we're all. I tend to be practical minded. I'm also a Leo. I am, I tend to, especially in communication with people, I tend to resort to things to talk about that everybody agrees on are important. So as to how to keep commitments, I will always say or feel, what is your dream about this or that commitment? So there's, in both these sevens, I think there is a sense of what I try to do to people or for people, is to always present a wider perspective. I think that's quite true. And the last card of the seven, how I encourage my family and community to stay on purpose. There's the moon again. The moon. And I just thought that these 4 cards was just a painting together by themselves. These 2 wolves, the night and the moon. How is that just not a painting? I was so impressed when I got these cards in the French fried shop. Somehow this has to do with there is always more going on. And I am quite ready, apparently, more than I realized myself, quite ready to embrace the voyage. So on that quite excellent note, I'm going to leave you guys for Kwanzaa Day 7. Thank you very much for watching, and kudos to you if you got this far coming along on the ride with me. And, let's just continue the journey together. See you soon, guys. Thank you for watching.